Today we are going to discuss the differences between ArrayList and LinkedList in Java. ArrayList and LinkedList both implement list interface of Java. ArrayList uses dynamic arrays internally and LinkedList uses a doubly linked list internally to carry out all its operation. So let's see both ArrayList and LinkedList one by one. ArrayList is a part of collection framework present in java.util package, and it provides us dynamic arrays. So talking about the main advantages of Java ArrayList are that if we declare an array, then we don't have to mention the size initially, as well as we don't have to consider about what will happen if we add more elements to it. So mentioning the size is not required when we are working with ArrayList. Although ArrayList is slower than arrays, but it is helpful where a lot of manipulations in the array are needed. And the most important part is we can dynamically add and remove items. The other important point in ArrayList is that it automatically resizes itself. The syntax for ArrayList, simple syntax, we are using ArrayList and we have to define what kind of ArrayList we are making: ArrayList of integers, ArrayList of strings, and then we can create our ArrayList. This is the collections diagram in which the orange ones marked are interfaces and the white ones are the implementing classes. So ArrayList is a class that implements list interface. Similarly, LinkedList is also a class implementing the same linked list interface. Both of them are implementing the list interface, and the methods that are there in list interface, all the methods are implemented by ArrayList and LinkedList. We can add an element, remove an element, we can get an element, we can know the size of ArrayList, we can know the size of LinkedList, as well as we can sort the elements of ArrayList and LinkedList using the sort method that is present in the collections class. So talking about the main differences, some of the key points of ArrayList are that the underlying data structure that is used in an ArrayList is a resizable array. In ArrayList, duplicates are not allowed. The other important part is insertion order is preserved, and the other most important part is heterogeneous objects are allowed. Null insertion is not possible, so that we are not allowed to insert none values in ArrayList. Operations that can be performed in ArrayList are that we can perform all the operations that are there in list interface, that is adding, removing, iterating, and sorting. Linked list, whereas linked list is a linear data structure where the elements are not stored in contiguous memory location, and each element is a separate object with a data part and average part. The elements are linked using pointers and addresses. Each element is known as a node. Now the most important part of linked list is that it is very easy to insert as well as delete elements in a linked list as compared to ArrayList, so they are preferred over the arrays. The syntax of linked list that we can see is that simple. We have to mention what kind of linked list we are going to make, whether it is a linked list of strings or integers, and then we can create the linked list. Talking about the main differences between ArrayList and LinkedList, let's go point wise. So the first point is that ArrayList, what does ArrayList uses? ArrayList uses dynamic arrays to store its elements. And what does LinkedList uses? LinkedList uses doubly linked list to store its elements. So this is the first difference that is there. The second is that manipulating ArrayList takes more time due to internal implementation, and whether it is removal or deletion of the element, what happens is that all the elements, if we are inserting or deleting an element from the middle of the array list, then what happens is all the elements that are there in the array list are shifted one by one, and then that element is deleted or inserted. So this operations takes a lot of time. That is why ArrayList is takes a lot of time in insertion and deletion, whereas what happens in linked list is that since linked list has nodes and references, so it is very easy as compared to ArrayList of in insertion as well as deletion, because there is no concept of shifting of the other elements that are there. Only the references that are there has to be changed, the links have to be changed. This is the second most important difference. In ArrayList there is insufficient memory utilization, whereas in linked list the memory utilization is better. ArrayList can be multidimensional, and linked list can be single linked list, double linked list, circular list. As already discussed, insertion operations are slow in ArrayList, whereas in linked list they are much faster. And then uh, the ArrayList implements the list interface, whereas the linked list implements the list interface as well as the deck interface. So therefore it can act as a list as well as a queue. Now the important point about that array list is that it works better whenever we have a situation in which the application demands storing the data and accessing it. Whenever fast access is required, array list will perform far more better than linked list. And whereas in linked list what happens is when the application demands manipulation of data, that is we have a lot of insertions as well as deletions, and that too from the middle, then this linked list performs better. Then the point number 8 is data access and storage is efficient as it stores the element according to indexes. There is natural indexing that is there in array list. In linked list, data access and storage is slow, because when we are accessing data elements in a linked list, the underlying data structure is a doubling linked list. So whenever we have to access, we have to go from one node to another node using the references, and we have to access a particular element, we have to traverse the whole of the linked list in order to reach a particular element. Deletion operation is not very efficient in array list, whereas it is very efficient in linked list, as there is no concept of shifting of other elements. It is used to store only similar type of data. Array list, it can be used to store other types of data also. Less memory is used in array list as compared to the linked list. This is known as static allocation, and the linked list is known as dynamic allocation. So ArrayList is an implementation of the list interface, and both of them are an implementation of a list interface, but it depends upon what kind of application we are building. So whenever we need fast access time, then ArrayList can be used, because there is indexing and we can directly reach that particular element, that is very quick. And whenever we want whenever there are manipulations as well as multiple insertions and deletions, then linked list performs far more better because it takes less time.